Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning, Paul. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's Thursday.
I know. We're at the end of the week.
We are at the end of the week.
Yeah.
We are on the heels of what was a very busy day yesterday.
That's true.
And so it was a lot of juggling. But you know what? It's Thursday morning. It's a new day. It's an opportunity for a fresh start.
Yeah.
Yesterday really ended last night, and today the new day begins today, and so it's an opportunity, to get those creative juices flowing once again. If you didn't accomplish something yesterday that you had your mind set out to accomplish, today is the day that you can get that done. And this really just a new opportunity to say, hey, I have another chance to get at it. I may have failed at it yesterday, but I got another chance today to succeed in that area, at least to attempt to be successful in that area.
Paul, I swear you come with your own eye-openers. They're
Of course.
So motivational. That first few sentences that you get from Paul as the morning show starts, it's always filled with a lot of positivity, and I have to thank you for that.
No problem. It helps me as well. I speak it as if I'm speaking into a mirror, because most times I need it as much as some of our viewers need that positive energy in the morning.
Absolutely. And what you were mentioning was right. Yesterday was quite a busy day for the media. Of course, you would know that yesterday was nomination day. So across the country in all the municipalities, we had our colleagues, reporters and correspondents out in the different municipalities catching the sights and sounds of what was taking place. Yeah. And there was quite a lot of sights and quite a lot of sounds. As you would know, it comes with pomp and circumstance when there's nomination taking place. We saw quite a crowd here in Belize City, I can tell you that much. I was thinking about our conversation, Paul, that we had yesterday, where we were talking about, does the numbers matter when it comes to nominations? Does it dictate what the results might look like when election comes around? And if that was the case, Paul, I'd tell you it would be hard to tell, because yesterday, for both the two largest political parties here in Belize, the United Democratic Party and the People's United Party, it looked pretty even with the crowd, at least based on what I was seeing footage-wise. I know that you were in Belmopan, so you weren't able to really see what took place here in Belize City, aside from the footage that we provided, but the crowds were out. The people were there supporting their parties.
I describe political season I described it in a conversation with one person as beautifully disgusting.
Beautiful
right?
Chaos.
Beautifully disgusting. And for example, when you go to the fast food restaurant and you ask for a great dog. I don't know if you know about great dogs. A lot of people that go, they buy the great dog. You get the sausage, you get the beans, you get the cheese, you get the cabbage, you get everything. Beautiful. But then when you hold it, you have to hold it in such a way so that things don't fall out and it doesn't get messy.
Yeah.
Because then it gets disgusting. But it's beautiful and it's delicious at the same time. And that's how I describe these political seasons, because on one end, it's beautiful to see people unite. It's beautiful to see the colors, the red, the blue. It's beautiful to see the independent candidates putting their names out there. So all of that looks wonderful, but then it gets into all the politicking, all the back and forth in some places, emotions and tensions run high, people egos flare up, and that's when it tends to get a bit disgusting. So there's a beautiful, disgusting dilemma or meshing taking place there. The first question though, I think that's on a lot of people's mind based on yesterday across the municipalities. The first question is the UDP back? Is the United Democratic Party back? Are they now a force to be reckoned with? And I say now a force to be reckoned with because we all know what happened in 2020 at the general elections. That was near a clean sweep, with the United Democratic Party only getting 3 seats, that's 3 constituency seats. And then in the municipal elections, which followed only months later, it was almost also a clean sweep, with the United Democratic Party only getting 1 mayoral seat and 1 councillor seat, and that was in San Ignacio, Santa Elena. So the question again, is the United Democratic Party back? And I asked that because yesterday we saw in Belize City, for example, where the UDP showed out in terms of following, in terms of
their crowds,
supporters, in terms of crowd, that was almost a match to the amount of people that came out to support the ruling party, which is the People's United Party, that's in Belize City. In Belmopan, we saw something similar. So where the United Democratic Parties show out in terms of support, or almost matched, if not matched identically, man for man, in terms of support in Belmopan. And it was kind of what we were seeing across the country.
Yes.
And if it holds any weight in terms of the amount of supporters that came out for the United Democratic Party, if it holds any weight to the argument, then the answer is yes. From that perspective, my personal view is that the answer is yes from that perspective. The United Democratic Party did show out, and there's an argument there to suggest that the UDP is back, that people are on this red train, and that there's a lot of people that haven't lost hope in this party. Party faithfuls, party loyals are there. And so the second question perhaps then is the People's United Party prepared to go up against the UDP in this municipal election?
We'll have to see.
And well, then again, you go back just to the crowds and you see the People's United Party, they did not slack in terms of support in Orange Walk. If you look at what happened in Orange Walk, the Prime Minister was in Orange Walk.
Yes.
If there was ever such a thing as a proper procession, if you see the footage, then that's what happened in Orange Walk, a proper procession. They had a marching band in front of them, and everyone walked in an orderly fashion in Orange Walk where the People's United Party is concerned. In Belmopan, they held their procession as well. They did so in Dangriga. You know how Dangriga folks get down. Once the Dangriga, you got drummers, you got punta music, and so those supporters are there. So again, just gauging based on crowd, it appears as if the People's United Party, they are prepared to go up against the United Democratic Party, which is the opposition, in the upcoming municipal election, which is only 2 weeks away. Now, just to talk a bit about what nomination days are, right? You have to go through it to get a sense of what it really is and what it really means. And it's basically what someone described yesterday as a heat check on one end. Because on the official side, what it does is that it causes the municipal bodies and these parties to officially nominate their candidates, to officially present to residents, to voters, that these are the people that we are putting up as our candidates,
Yes.
right? We officially confirm them to be our candidates, and it comes with the fanfare as well.
You know, I want to go back really quickly to your first question
Go
that
right
you
ahead.
mentioned, where you said the first question is the United Democratic Party back? And I thought about an interview that we were able to get with the leader of the opposition, Honorable Shine Barrow, and he spoke of him believing that the United Democratic Party will walk away with 9 seats. And I mean, as you mentioned, in the last municipal elections, the United Democratic Party had 3.
Yeah.
The 3, yes.
2 in San Ignacio. That's as much as I remember
Yeah.
them getting.
So he put up his fingers and he said 9 seats.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to see come March 6th. So I'm definitely interested to see what the results will look like. As you've been mentioning, Paul, we've been seeing the numbers on both sides. So I'm intrigued to see what the results will be. And as you've been mentioning, I know that come March 6th, it's time for everyone to put their money where their mouth is. And I'm not being literal with that. But of course, we will be providing coverage of that. I also want to remind our viewers that every Tuesday and Thursday of this month, we have been sitting down with the mayoral candidates of all the municipalities. And today that will also take place. This morning we'll be speaking to the mayoral candidates of Orange Walk. So I'm certainly looking forward to that conversation as well.
Yeah, 100%, Sabrina. And in terms of the leader of the opposition, he has to say what he has to say in order to build confidence within his party. In fact, on nomination day, every candidate, every party feels and has to say that they believe that it will either be a clean sweep, or that they, in terms of their specific municipality, or that they will have a clean sweep in terms of the entirety of the municipalities. And I just also want to acknowledge the independent candidates that are stepping out boldly to put their names on ballots. That historically, that hasn't played out well at the municipal and the national level. It hasn't always played out well for independent candidates. In some cases it has, like in Belmopan, we've seen where independent candidates or third parties, they've outnumbered in terms of votes some major party candidates. But it's just the bravery. You know, some people look at it and say, oh, they're hopeless, why even bother? I take a different perspective. I say, man, you're brave. You're courageous to even put your name out there against all these powerhouses in politics. And you go out there, and usually, in most cases, I find that a lot of these independent candidates are genuine. But it's yet to be seen whether those persons will be backed by the confidence of the people in terms of votes.
All right. Well, we continue to follow, and come March 6th, it's going to be an exciting day as we capture the sights and sounds of Election Day, municipal elections. Moving now into our eye-opener for your daily dose of morning motivation. We started off with Paul giving us his dose of morning motivation, and this morning we're going to be getting that second dose from dailyom.com, and it goes like this. We can learn to locate the seed of peace inside ourselves in order to have a reliable source of serenity. In our noisy world, we often find ourselves longing for peace and searching to find it somewhere else. While it's true that there are places we can visit where we can experience peace, we do not need to wait until we get to one of these places to feel at peace. Instead, we can learn to locate the seed of peace inside ourselves and cultivate it so that it grows into a reliable source of serenity that we can always access, no matter where we are. We experience peace when we are in a state of mental calm and serenity. It might surprise you to notice how infrequently you allow yourself to be free from anxiety. Realizing this is the first step to inner peace. If you wait until all the details of your life are taken care of to allow yourself to experience peace, you will never feel peaceful because there is always something that your mind can grab onto to create anxiety. It is important to consciously set aside your worries and make time to cultivate inner peace. It takes practice to learn how to let go of your worries, so give yourself some time. Inhale deeply and feel your worries dissolve with every exhale. Remind yourself that soon enough you will be able to take care of everything you need to, but right now you are taking a break. Realize that you have the power to free yourself from anxiety simply by deciding to do so. The more you practice feeling peaceful, the easier it will be for you to feel at peace.
That was a good one.
That was a lovely one.
I like the line that says, remember that, I'll pull it up right here on my Google paper. It says, remind yourself, no, that's not it. Said, realize that you have the power to free yourself from anxiety simply by doing so, and that it takes practice. You know, a lot of times it's practice that makes perfection when it comes to releasing ourselves of anxiety. You start with the decision, and sometimes you may only feel a sense of peace for 5 seconds in the first instance. And then you practice it again tomorrow and maybe 10 seconds. And then you practice and you practice over the weeks until you're able to master that intentionality, that decision, and you get to 1 minute and 2 minutes. One of the final thoughts, one of the things I encourage people to do is to take deep breaths. You know, they do it in yoga. Well, it actually works because the truth of the matter is that when you take a deep breath in and you release, your mind is unable to process things, to think. And that's actually biological. Your mind is unable to think. So in breathing, your mind shuts down. And even if it is just that moment of peace, that moment of anxiety release, that is helpful.
That is absolutely true, Paul. You know, I think of last year where I feel like I suffered the most with anxiety. I have shared publicly that I do trouble with anxiety, and I think one of my worst experiences was dealing with it and trying to get it under control last year. I can say happily that that's not the case this year. And that's all because of exactly what you mentioned, practicing and being kind to myself as well. So that's something that I think I want to share with our viewers. It might feel extremely challenging in the beginning, but with practice, it gets easier. And I think that it's also important to say that you will still feel anxious. There will be times when it's going to be harder, regardless of all the practice and effort that you've put in. But just know that that too will pass as well. And I think another really helpful point is exactly what the eye-opener mentioned, to remind yourself that you can take a break. Oftentimes we think of everything that's taking place around us, you know, our jobs, our responsibilities, kids, everyone around us, and we feel like we don't have enough time to choose ourselves. But even if it's only 10 minutes, it can make a difference. Only 10 minutes of breathing, of just sitting in silence, it can really make a difference. So I'm hoping that this eye-opener was helpful to you, and if you know anyone that might need it as well, be sure to send it to them. Moving into our weather update, of course our weather update is provided by the National Meteorological Service, and we have with us forecaster Wellington on the line. Good morning, Miss Wellington.
Good morning, Miss Sabrina.
What can we expect today as it relates to the general situation?
Well, we'll continue to see, you know, in Creole we say, good weather.
Good weather, yes. We love it here.
So we'll see lots of sunshine, and I am going for no rain at all.
All right, we're going to take that. So
Okay.
what's the temperatures looking like today?
Okay, on the cool side again, maximum along the coast 83, inland 86, and the Maya Mountains 72. And then overnight, 23 along the coast, 62 inland, and 56 up in the Maya Mountains.
Okay. And what's the general outlook looking like?
Okay, for Friday and Friday night, I'm seeing similar weather conditions, and I will stretch that through to Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, I love that.
Except that
yes.
over the south, I think they will be seeing a little bit more rainfall, slightly more.
And the marine conditions, what is that looking like?
Okay, wind slowly going around to the east and southeast, 5 to 15 knots, and producing light chop seas. Okay.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Forecaster Wellington, as always. I always enjoy your weather updates. They're very engaging, and you even teach us some stuff as well. I haven't forgotten what isolated showers mean.
What means? What does it mean?
Dang, they're putting me on the spot. It means light showers, scattered showers.
No, man, in Creole.
It means leave it a rain?
That's right.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Forecaster Wellington.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. I love that. All righty. Moving into our show lineup. As we mentioned, every Tuesday and Thursday, we will be meeting with the mayoral candidates over the country in the different municipalities. And this morning, we'll also be meeting with the mayoral candidates of Orange Walk. Yeah. In our second segment, we will also be meeting with Dara Robinson, and he's going to be stopping by to talk to us about his upcoming event in March. So I'm looking forward to each and every one of these conversations, Paul. But we got to take that first break, and when we come back, we get to sit down with the UDP mayoral candidate of Orange Walk. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V Department Store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
13,835,700 eggs are eaten by tourists each year, fueling our thriving economy. Tourism means business.
The following is a paid political announcement.
A vote for the People's Democratic Movement is a vote for the love of the common people. Bring back justice, equality, and freedom for all. Belize's democratic movement promises to stamp out corruption and wasteful spending of the taxpayers' money. People's Democratic Movement supports teachers, the police department, nurses, civil servants, and our Belizeans. So as of today, let's hold all leaders responsible for their actions.
The proceeding was a paid political announcement.
I'm David Humes. This is Vanessa Humes. We own Ladrick Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line, and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
The Social Security Board, in collaboration with the Labor Department, takes this opportunity to remind insured persons of the requirements for compensation when on sick leave. Any employee who has worked with an employer for at least 2 months is entitled to 16 working days of sick leave with full pay every year. This is how it works. Upon approval of a sickness or injury benefit claim by SSD, 80% of the employee's weekly insurable earnings is paid as a Social Security benefit, and the difference in the employee's salary is paid by the employer. This is to ensure that the employee does not suffer any loss of wages when ill. After 16 days, compensation for sick leave is paid as a Social Security benefit only. Some conditions apply. This message is brought to you by the Social Security Board and the Labor Department. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
All right, and we are back with our first conversation for this morning. I'm sorry, I'm still on the first conversation. We had to open the morning show. And we have in studio with us none other than Mr. Enrique Carballo, who is the mayoral candidate for the United Democratic Party. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for traveling all the way from the beautiful Sugar City, the land of tacos, to be with us.
The best tacos.
Best tacos in Belize, right?
Belize.
Debatable, but we'll leave that conversation for another day.
Okay.
So, welcome once again. Let's start the conversation by having you introduce yourself. Tell our viewers a bit about who you are and your passion for leadership and politics.
Sure, okay. My name is Enrique Carballo. I'm better known as Wico.
Wico or Rico?
Wico.
Wico. Okay.
And I guess I started to look at politics in a different way. I think we need a lot of experience before we enter into politics. Because you're leading a country, you're leading a people, and there is no time to learn on the job. Because you can go, learning on the job will only not continue our development. So I think presently I have the experience, the maturity, and the responsibility, and most of all the discipline to really move a town forward. I am by profession, I'm an agriculturalist, and I have worked in many developmental projects. I like to see things grow. Probably that's why I got into agriculture. And in most of my jobs, I want to leave tracks. I don't like to follow paths. So I try to develop and leave something behind me, which I have done really as an overseer with BSI, as a teacher at the Orinjoak Technical High School, as a being in the developmental project. I was highly instrumental in the papaya industry. I did all the research and got the market, the investors and whatnot. And I was the executive secretary of the Belize Mayors Association for about 14 years. So all these things gives me the necessary qualifications to do a good job. So I want to serve my people.
Now, you're running in an area, in a municipality that one would consider to be a People's United Party stronghold, in the sense that we've seen the People's United Party lead in that area for years at the municipal level. Kevin Bernard, I'm thinking recently, right? I'm young. Kevin Bernard, then he moved to Mr. Sheppard. You also have 3 constituencies within the Orange Walk municipality. And one of those constituencies belongs to none other than the Prime Minister himself and the leader of the People's United Party. What makes you think or believe or say that you and your slate stand a chance against the Blue Powerhouse in Orange Walk?
Well, it's a big challenge, of course. And the political pundits say, you know, it's a hard game, and I do understand that. As a candidate, per se, I believe I also have the potentials to win the elections as the mayor, because of many reasons. Of course, they have been in office for 12 years, but there hasn't been any substantive developments across the town. There hasn't been any accountability. Money has been spent, where it was spent, how it was spent. And of course, the high cost of living and all these things have really made the People's United Party, along with the Prime Minister and the representatives, the ministers, very unpopular.
Do you believe that they are unpopular in Orange Walk?
As our campaign is going on.
Okay.
We have been house to house. And when I say house to house, it's house to house. And the general feeling is that the people are disenchanted. They want to see more.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that then, Mr. Carballo. As you mentioned, you have been in several positions of leadership and development. So let's speak to your thoughts on infrastructure and development in Orange Walk. Do you believe that it's lacking? Do you believe that with your added leadership, there could be more done?
Infrastructure and development is quite an expensive area of work. So I feel that it needs to be prioritized. We need to be realistic. Let's face it. We don't have the money to build all these infrastructures that we would like
all the roads, all the parks, all
we don't have
what
it.
you need.
But we can prioritize. One of the major areas is drainage in all parts of the town. We build streets, but no drainage. People are complaining about it. We have a street, but we don't have drainage. Now the water comes into my yard. I believe that if we will do something, let's do it well, so that it can last the next 5, 10 years, and not just a couple months. So I think with the infrastructure and development, I think a plan needs to be done. You need to budget it. It's expensive. We must realize it. And there are certain programs, grants that you can get from different financial institutions. You can get probably municipal bonds for infrastructure work, similar to the Belize City one that they did all this infrastructure. So definitely, it can be done, but you need to plan and you need to prioritize.
What I hear you saying is that, in your view, it's a disadvantage to the People's United Party that you have the Prime Minister operating as a constituency representative within that municipality, and in your view, things still aren't the way they're supposed to be. So you're saying it is a disadvantage there for them, and that's an interesting perspective. Now, given that the People's United Party does hold a majority in the municipality in terms of constituencies, I think all three are PUP led. How do you think you would believe you would fare off as a UDP mayor, not only under a PUP controlled or run area, but also under a PUP administration as central government?
Okay. Municipalities have a high degree of autonomy. So you can do your own programs with your own revenues. So you just not be able to rely on central government.
Yeah.
You can do your own plans, you can carry out your programs. But at the same time, you need the lobbying power to be able to dialogue with central government. After all, it is their responsibility to look after municipalities. If they really want to develop our country, that is their responsibility. No matter who. I mean, and as long as you go there and not be confrontational, I think you can get things moving at a more easier pace. Of course, we have to deal with a local government ministry, with a local government minister, with a local government director. But we also have a Belize Mayors Association that we can come together, see what municipalities need, and use it as a lobbying power with the ministry and then to central government. So I see no big problem with it.
Mr. Carballo, I wanna touch really quickly on your experience, as you mentioned, in agriculture. My colleague Paul and I, we were just discussing previously about the increase in number that came out yesterday at the nomination day. On both sides, we saw a crowd from the United Democratic Party and, of course, a crowd from the People's United Party. Now, in Orange Walk, we know that we also came freshly off the heels of an issue with the cane farmers and the BSI. Do you believe that that issue with the Orange Walk cane farmers will have an effect on the outcome of this next month's municipal elections?
I guess it will, because any negative impact on the sugar industry will have an effect on the people. Orange Walk relies on the sugar factory for the local economy. So people are looking at how our leadership is dealing with the sugar industry. You know, and some of them are asking the question, is it incompetence? Is it not caring about it? Is it just we cannot do any better? A lack of vision? And they are looking at it in a way that you're affecting our economy, because Orange Walk relies a lot on the factory with the workers and whatnot. So definitely it will have an impact, and they will say, listen, we really want to have better leadership. We really want to have better people that will look after the promotion of the industry.
Has this been expressed to you in campaigns? Because I know that you guys have been out on the ground campaigning from house to house. Has this been a point brought up by the people in Orange Walk?
Most of them are looking at the local economy, and some have mentioned, yes, the impact of the factory not functioning properly is affecting us with food, the vendors, the hardwares, the tire places and whatnot. So it is having an impact. You know?
What are your ideas for economic development in Orange Walk Town, pumping into the economy, bringing more vibrancy to it, increasing economic development there in Orange Walk?
First and foremost, there is a necessity to look after our local economy.
Yes.
Because of the strugglings of the families to put food on the table. Now, in order to do that, we need to have a viable consultation with the business community and all the stakeholders to be able to come up with a workable and achievable plan to build the local economy. We cannot do it alone. So we will rely on the community, on consultations to see how we can best do it. We just don't want to go and do something haphazardly, then it doesn't work. We need to take our time and make a good plan, put the right people to ensure that the local economy is addressed and to be vibrant and to be able to flourish in Orange Walk Town.
At the surface, based on observation and your experience in Orange Walk, what are the products that you would say drives the economy in Orange Walk municipality? And just based on your understanding, what are the needs, some of the needs of those individuals who drive those products that drives the economy?
We need a new injection of economic solutions. And these could be, we are looking at ecotourism. Ecotourism is something that is growing. The national plan stresses on ecotourism. Orange Walk has a river, has jungles, so we want to look at the ecotourism industry. We want to see where probably processing can be another area of work. We have, it's a farming community. There are lots of products that are not meet the standards for consumption, for fresh consumption. Something can be done in that area. We need to look at entrepreneurship with the young people. You have an idea? Come, let's see what we can do to move you forward. We don't want to depend on looking for a job because there's no jobs. Our youths are clamoring for more opportunities, apprenticeships, have training programs, and assist these people in bringing up their own ideas, artisanry that can be help with different people that want to do it.
Right.
So, the food industry is growing. We have a good tacos industry and they go all over the country. So, we want to do better. Our traditional foods, we can be a center of cuisine, culture to come and, with tourism, you need to build certain attractions and promote your culture, promote your food. So that's where we want to be.
Let's talk a bit about the crime situation as well. One of the topics that we've been bringing up with all the mayoral candidates is an issue that we've been noticing here from the media side, that crime has seemingly moved out of Central Belize district to other parts of the country, other districts, Orange Walk included. What are your thoughts on that?
In Orange Walk, crime is not a major problem. It's isolated. And if we look at the statistic, it's mostly on the youths, the young people. And I believe that poverty, the lack of opportunities, is a gateway to all these things. I believe in a proactive way to stop it. And the way to stop it is outreach to the young people, have them busy, have them do other things. We talk about sports, but nothing much is done. We need to be more serious in addressing the problems with the youths. And it's an economic problem. All these crimes are a result of the economic issues that we are facing. But I do believe that we need a proactive approach to it.
And you believe that proactive approach would be to provide jobs and economic empowerment to the younger generation?
Exactly. They need more opportunities. They need more assistance. We need to educate them more in these areas, because sometimes these youths are the ones that school dropouts. Mm-hmm. During the campaign, I was talking to some of the youths, and I mentioned to them, you know, we need more education. We need you to create more opportunities. And they bluntly said, well, there's no opportunities.
On the point of young people, Mr. Carballo, I'm curious to know, is there an interest from the young people on the direction that the country is going? That has to do with both central government and municipal government. Are they interested in who their leaders are, in what is taking place in their municipality? What are your thoughts on that?
It's very few. Very few people are interested in our local politics and national politics. I was talking to one of the youth. Most of them are not registered to vote.
Oh.
They tell you plain and straight, why should I register and there's nothing happening? There's all corruption, there's all this, there's all that, there's no opportunities. I met one youth and I asked him if he had registered. He told me no, and I won't vote either. I said, why? He told me, I just got a scholarship and when I go out, I will stay there. So we need a serious program to address this situation with the youths. And it has to do with education. It has to do with people talking to them. And we need to do it at the formal institution level. People, probably News 5 can go and have some sort of a dialogue with the youth so that they become more involved. We need more involvement, definitely. Yeah. And we are forgetting our youths. All we are doing is lip service. And I put it this way. Why do we want to take 40, 50 people to Dubai when we have our youths clamoring for opportunities? You know, where is our priority? So we need to prioritize, and that has to do with leadership. Leadership is in finding solutions, not problems. And leadership means you focus on the people. You don't focus on structures, on people. You have a progressive people, you have a progressive town, city, or country.
Yes.
Earlier I stated that Orange Walk has 3 PUP ministers.
4, I believe.
4. All right. So you'll help me, because I know it's Prime Minister Briceño. I know it's Mr. Kevin Bernard. I know it's Monchi Cervantes.
Monchi is a Minister of State.
Minister of State. But sorry, he's an era representative. My bad. And then there's Minister Mai.
Yes.
Minister
right. So there's four elected government officials in terms of the central government level. And you stated that municipal bodies work with a level of autonomy, and financially as well, there's a structure there for that. And you brought up the example of the Belize City Municipality where they float bonds. Now, isn't that though perhaps an illusion to say that a municipal body can function on its own financially apart from the support, or apart from being dependent on central government. Because at the end of the day, you float a bond, really you're just getting into debt that you'll have to pay back eventually, and if the finances are mismanaged, then you won't be able to repay that. So the question perhaps that I'm asking is, what are your thoughts on the contributions that these central government elected officials have made in Orange Walk when it comes to their support for the municipality?
You see, in Belize and in Orange Walk, politicians, they manage politically. They want to maintain their power or their, and we need to change that. Because after all, it's the same people that voted for you that you are probably discriminating or victimizing by not providing some support to the municipality.
Yes.
So it is your responsibility as a representative to assist
the municipality.
Whether
red or blue.
Whether red or blue. But it's your responsibility.
Mr. Carballo, let's get your input on transparency and accountability. If you become mayor and your slate is with you, how do you intend to ensure that the people of Orange Walk know what is taking place, and you, of course, being accountable to the promises that you make to the people?
Our manifesto, which I call the People's Manifesto, number one, we will govern with integrity, with transparency, and accountability. That's number one. The people, taxpayers, need to know how their money is spent, how much money you are collecting. 12 years has gone with the People's United Party in power. We haven't gotten any. Millions of dollars have gone through their hands and the municipality. Where is it? And if you see the developments, it doesn't coincide with the developments that they have. They started doing streets, but because it's election time. Where is this money coming from? We want to know, where is it coming from? Are we borrowing it? If we win, will we meet a debt of these streets? That's accountability or transparency. We need to know. And taxpayers have a right to know. And that's what we are saying in our campaign. And we can assure, personally, and our team is assuring that that is the first thing we will do. Definitely, I want to assure that to Orange Walkenians. Your money will be well spent.
You are representing a team with 4 women and 2 other men. How important was it for you to have a strong presence of women on that team?
Because I do believe that women also have a major part to play in our development. And we need their ideas, their support, and synergism comes with both men and women. And the ideas, and it's very important. And in our manifesto, we will be assisting single mothers. We have 3 single mothers in our team. So we want to address these things, and women have to play a major part in our development.
Yes.
One of the issues that mayors tend to face in municipalities is tax collection. We know that nothing can be done without that main source of revenue, municipal revenue, which is taxes, whether it's business taxes, trade license, whether it's land taxes, property taxes, etc. I'm not 100% certain on the structure there in Orange Walk municipality, but how do you and your team plan to tackle that issue where tax collections are concerned?
Tax collection has been a problem with all municipalities.
Yes.
Not too different in Orange Walk. There are millions of dollars that are being owed.
Yes.
But I come back to what I mentioned about accountability and transparency.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not telling me how my tax money is being spent, I will be reluctant to pay my taxes. But if you are showing me that my tax money is working, I am willing to pay for it because then I have a better environment. So I will ensure that to pay my taxes. But again, if you don't have accountability, then doubts arise in your mind as to where is this money going.
On the issue of transparency and accountability, allow me to ask, as someone that is vying for the mayoral seat, hoping to overturn what has been more than a decade-old PUP controlled, and I use the word controlled loosely, controlled area. How is it that you've been able to finance your campaigning, and how is it that you've been able to finance the work you're doing on the ground and even yesterday's activities?
All this is a unity. We need to come together and see how best we can work out things together. All our standard bearers are on board. They are doing their share. They are putting some money up front. We have some donors that have contributed. And the Central Party has also assisted in some financial support. And it's all about making the money work to the best possible way, budgeting and prioritizing. And, we are not a rich country.
Yeah.
And we must realize that. That sometimes I see all these flags and all these things going up, and you wonder, and where is all this money coming from?
And can it be put to better use?
Exactly. I believe in that. I believe in the people. I believe that any administration should be people-centered. We need to invest in the people. That's what we want to do.
Mr. Carballo, as we wrap up, I want to give you an opportunity to speak to the people of Orange Walk, and this is your camera to do so.
Okay.
Let them know why they should vote for you and your team come March 6th.
Okay. Mis queridos orinjoqueños, Orange Walk town needs a new track. Necesitamos una pista nueva. And that is the UDP-7. 4 women, 3 men that are ready to serve you. We assure you that the 3 pillars of our governance will be integrity, transparency, and accountability. Our plan of work is people-centered, as you can see in our manifesto. We will take care of our elderly. We will reach out to our young people, and we will protect our children. And in addition to all this, we want to look at our local economy. We will consult with the business community and all the stakeholders to come up with a workable, achievable plan of work. This will definitely improve the quality of all our lives and will bring about further development to our town. But this can only be done with your support. On March the 6th, vote for the UDP-7. Give us the opportunity to serve you, Orinjoqueños. Let your voice be your vote. Que tu voto sea tu voz. May God bless us all, and may He guide us in His wisdom. Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Carballo. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy day and stopping by here with us in our studio.
I thank you too.
All the best to
for
you
having me.
and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we take a quick break, and when we come back, the conversation continues. When we come back, we'll be sitting down with mayoral candidate from the People's United Party, Ladrick Sheppard. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Everything is better electric. Be more efficient with electric vehicles and transforming your home with Energy Star electric appliances and power tools. This helps to create a greener and cleaner world for the next generation. Energize your world with BL.
Forever Belize 2024. Vote PUP 11.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
And vote back, Mr. Wagner.
Who always there with we? Here we come for tree.
He's a good man, a man of his word, a man of God.
And the people's people, I don't know. Somebody who I know from, I was a little boy, on 2 King Street right there when he used to hang out a record shop. Hard working man.
You know, man who listen to the people.
The man that wants to forward man.
On March 6th.
One thing, stay on track.
Vote back.
Bernard Wagner and the Belize City Council.
Bernard Wagner, the man for the job. Bernard Wagner, win again. Bernard Wagner, on March 6th. Vote PUP. Bernard Wagner, the man for the job. Bernard Wagner, win again. Bernard Wagner, on March 6th. Vote PUP.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money and gas price because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Welcome back. We are having our second conversation for this morning. And as we mentioned, we are sitting down with the mayoral candidates of the Orange Walk municipality. Here with us, we have the mayoral candidate for the People's United Party, Ladrick Sheppard. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, guys, and thanks for having me on the show this morning.
How are you doing after a long day of campaigning and nominating yesterday?
Well, like I said, I just mentioned to you guys, it's no joke. You know, I'm in the vicinity of the Prime Minister. So after that nomination day, we went out with him again to take a small little tour of some people that he needed to touch base with, and that's how we ended up meeting at least about 10 people. Then from there, we went and have a small snack. From there, we went home. So this is fun. This is what we do.
Yeah.
As politicians, we have to get used to it, and we love how it goes for us.
A regular day on the job, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
Well, Ladrick, let's get a general introduction to who you are as an individual and a politician.
It's stacked up, but let's start off. Born and raised up in Orange Walk. My mom and my dad, Miss Marian Torres, and my dad, Ladrick Sheppard. Attended San Francisco School, Technical High School. I spent at least 8 years at BSI ESR, and after that I went to work at Center Cable Network for 16 years. It's there when I decided more likely to enter politics. But prior to entering to politics, I've always been an activist dealing with youths and sports. I have a God-gifted talent to just grab a mic and entertain crowd. You know, people say I love my voice. I don't know, but listening to it sometimes, you know, nobody likes to listen to their own voice, but other people likes it. That's what I do. So, prior to that, I managed to be an announcer for horse racing. I think I'm the only horse race announcer in the entire country of Belize.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do in Boom, Orange Walk, and in Cayo. I do horse racing, announcing. I also added to that, I'm also the chairman of the Orange Walk Football Association. Got elected in 2016. So in that aspect, I'm in charge of all the football games, the youth games in Orange Walk. That's on my portfolio as well too. Then getting into politics started off in 2011. I had to run as about 13 of us, a convention, and I ended up winning on that slate. That was on Honorable Kevin Bernard. Now he won as mayor. From there, I started my political career. We won in 2012, dominated the polls, getting the most votes. In 2015 as well, dominated the polls, getting the most votes. 2018, dominated again, getting the most votes, and then decided that I think it was time for me to step up to the plate. And it was encouraged by different people, and also one of the most person that encouraged me to step up to the plate was the Prime Minister, due to the fact that I was a block away from him, and we were always beside him. I also campaigned for him as well too, as one of the senior campaigners for entire constituency, both in Orange Walk and in San Esteban. So I was prepped, and I am also one of his greeters when it comes to the Prime Minister himself. I go to where I attended San Francisco School, one of his polling station number 53. I stand on that ground and guard that ground totally for the Prime Minister. So the politics for me has been there prior to entering as mayor in 2021 when I won in 2021. And as I said, I told everybody, the people and the public, that when I get in there, I was going to work, and that is what I've done since I've got in there.
You are incumbent mayor, and aside from that, it's clear that you're a man of many roles, many hats. You spoke about so many different things in just a matter of 2 minutes. But after that introduction and all that you mentioned, the focus, of course, this morning is your role in municipal government. I guess I just want to ask you immediately, do you think that you have done a great job in the last term?
I will go back and tell you that sporting mentality that I have is being aggressive. I think that everything is a challenge for me, and I've told everybody I don't like to lose. So in that aspect, working hard and working but my mentor, and one of my words that I use is hard work will always pay off, because it has to come back to what I was doing. Let me go back and reflect back on when I was doing all these things, because you said it, this is a lot. People always admire when someone goes out and do. Like, for instance, I said I didn't mention that due to the fact that I'm also in charge of football, I also own like 4 football teams, U10, U13, U15. These are investments that you do, and these things cost money. So when I was a counselor, I know the counselor fee is only $900. I totally invested it back into it, and then Mayor Bernard was there as well and said, you know something, I'm see you working, and I was totally in charge, and my portfolio was in charge of the youths, and I invested in that, and that catapulted me to where I am, because people were seeing me out there, hearing my voice as an announcer, and they're seeing the work that I was doing. So I always make sure that the youth had a chance, and I can go back and reflect about a couple people that are huge people in sports right now, that I gave them opportunity, sending some of these kids, as you know, giving them that, making sure that they have a chance, that they would never go to high school, and I saw that the potential what they had in sports and gave them that chance. So those are the things that I was doing to make sure that I am where I am.
What were some of the challenges that you faced during the last term as mayor to accomplish some of the plans and ideas that you and your council state came in with? All right.
The challenges. Remember, we're in 2021. We were under our central government. UDP. So and from 2012 to 2018, we're on a UDP central government. Then 2021, we're on a PUP central government. Let me go back to where we started off in 2012 to where we are. That were where the challenges. I clearly recall that when we took over office, then Mayor Bernard had to tell us, you guys will not be getting paid because we don't have enough money. Things were really rough. It was hard. We stood about six months without getting paid. We so that he could have set off this financial status for the council. Then from there we went from out. So that showed me that if you are willing enough to sacrifice what you are getting for the benefit of the employees at this council, you can do more because they see that gratitude, that love that you have for them. Now, when the challenges that we have, I knew for a fact for the past 9 years some of the challenges. So when I got in office in 2021, the challenges, we didn't have enough equipment. Equipment was a major factor. We didn't have grader, roller, water truck, stuff like this that we can use, garbage compactor truck that we can use. I set forward. My managers that managed the council didn't have the right equipment for them to do the work. So these are the things that challenged us, and I went really fast to make sure we get these equipment so that we can have better job done for the council.
So as a result of getting those equipment, what were you able to accomplish in terms of the infrastructure, on the infrastructure side, and if given another chance to be in that seat, what is there yet to be done that residents are saying we also need?
Well, I'll tell you, you know what people want, streets, and then Orange Walk is very low lying, and you know for a fact that when it comes to the weather and rainy season comes in,
especially with the river,
we had to change over 700 culverts in Orange Walk, and these things it's costly, but we had to get it done prior to because people are asking for that. So and then exactly those equipment that I bought, now I can do my own work. I do the manual paving. If you can see our manifesto, prior to in 2021, we said we're going to be paving 75 streets. We have passed it already. We're at 78. You just imagine, just throwing it out there. Imagine if East Council would do 75 streets for the 3 terms. Then I think the whole entire Belize would be paved totally. That's how aggressive as a council we are. But you have to give credit to the people that are there. The first thing when I got in office in 2021, we sat down with the entire crew, and then I managed to win over. Remember those crew were Kevin's Bernard's team. So this is Ladrick Mad Bull Sheppard's team. So we had to sit down with the crew and make they understand that now they're working for me now, and I need the same stuff that they were doing for Kevin for me, and that's how I managed to win over the entire council so that we can continue the work.
What happened with the municipalities' push for accountability and transparency where financial reports are concerned? It is an expectation from residents in all municipalities that their municipal leaders will report their financial standing, their expenses, their income. When you go on the town council's website, there is an option there for you to view these financial reports. However, there seems to be some dates missing and some months missing in those reports. In fact, when you go on the website, the last report you see was from September of 2023. So there are some months missing leading up to March. We're going into March now, and then it's not the entirety of 2023 that's there, neither is it the entirety of 2022 that's there in terms of the reports. What happened there?
Well, I did get back and see what happened, but I'm quite sure we were an open policy. You can walk right into the council. Feel free to ask for it if you dare to want to know exactly what we're doing. But again, it goes back to it. If anybody's going to be bracing us and telling us about that, the work speaks for itself, and like I said, the investment in the tongue that we have all done. Again, the financial are always there, so you can contact me or you can contact my administrator, who's approachable, and we will get you exactly what you want to see exactly. So that's how we work in Orange Rock. We're not close to nothing, and the residents know that. That's the reason why, if there was any negative vibes or anything, you would have heard something out there long time. Oh, you have heard the Orange Rock Town Council is mismanaging the money, or they're stealing. These you will not hear that, because all we have been doing in this council is work. I've told you again, I have that mentality that when you work for the people and you get the job done, and it's a basic thing that they're asking for, pick up their garbage, make sure you pave their streets, clean the drain. These are the things that people expect from you as a council. If you can get those priorities together, then the work is easy.
You know, you come off to be very optimistic, Mr. Sheppard, and I think that is something that has probably helped you in your campaign, your charisma. But I want to ask you as well about continuing on the path of where Paul was speaking as it relates to financials. One of the points that we have been discussing is the autonomy of municipal government. As you would know, the municipality in Orange Walk is poised to have the support of the Prime Minister and many other PUP area reps as well. How important is it for the Orange Walk City Council to remain autonomous and not rely completely on central government?
Well, again, you know, make sure that your numbers are set. All the collections that we're doing, like I said, property tax has been a little challenge, but we're doing a lot. What I do when I went in is that I realized that if I can communicate with the residents, this is what I did when I went in. I spoke to at least 10 residents in one area and told them, if you can pay your property tax in advance, I can pave your street for you. And that was so nice. They said, yes, go ahead and do that. So I have different mentalities. So I can tell you about 10 streets that were paved by the residents coming in and paying their property tax so that they help. And again, when you have a council that is working, that is when people are coming in. And again, I can tell you about at least 100 people that have texted me asking for a small, no, Mayor, I can't pay all my property tax right now, but if you give me a little discount, I'll see who I could pay all, and if you can give me that, I guarantee you I'll pay all. So those are means and ways that you're doing. Yes, I'll tell you that there is, you know that the financial is kind of a little difficult. Central government, yes, is help, but this is the key. I've said that in my portion as mayor, and I have 3 representatives that is in my constituency, Honorable Kevin Bernard, the Prime Minister, and Honorable Monje Cervantes. When we combine our work together and do as much as we can, who we know that is the resident, and that is what I've been doing. It has been so nice for me. I've said that I'm the little brother, and these guys are the big brothers, and the big brothers are always making sure we're looking out for another. It has always been helpful. Yes, central government will come in and assist you because that's their job. No central government will want to see their council struggle and not doing the right thing. So it's a combination of all of us coming together, and I wish for all our other municipalities to do the same. When we do this kind of initiative, we can work and we can do more. The residents will benefit from it by getting all the works done, more streets being paved, the garbage being picked up to time. The town is clean and beautiful, what they expect from us.
How much then of an advantage is it that the Prime Minister actually operates within the municipality that you lead?
It's a plus. It's a huge plus. Why? Let me tell you. I've told you earlier prior to that I'm very close to the Prime Minister. I do most of his work, and as Prime Minister, he doesn't have the time to be traversing inside his constituency, so he depends on the Orange Walk Town Council to do his work. And what we do prior to getting these work done, we would walk around to see what work he's doing. He is willing enough to give some of his money to the Town Council personally to make sure the works get done for him. And I applaud him for doing that, because at the end of the day, like I said, we are working closer together. Prime Minister Restaino is a nice person, like I said, and he sees fit that he doesn't have the time. So why not work with the Orange Walk Town Council so that we can get the job done together as a team? And like I said, it's right there, the sports community, we're a team, we're working together as one.
Yeah. Let's talk a bit about what took place yesterday. And this was a question that was posed to Mr. Carballo as well. We saw numbers on both sides. And one of the questions that we posed was, as it relates to the Orange Walk municipality, do you believe that what took place with the cane farmers last year and earlier this year will affect the outcome of the upcoming municipal elections?
No, I don't think so. Most of the cane farmers are in my constituency, in Central, in the East, and in the North. I guess it goes back to what I'm saying. As a mayor, my job is to make sure we pave streets, clean the drain, make sure the municipality is happy with what we're doing. These people have their issue. The Prime Minister and Honorable Mai has solved this issue with them, so they don't have any problem with what we're doing. So I don't think so. I've been in the campaign trail talking to the people. No one has ever mentioned anything like that prior to. I know that you will be hearing some noise about it, but again, once you can solve the problem, leave it to the local government to do that, then we as a government to do our part. It is cool, and nobody will be explaining and asking any question about the cane farmers. These people are already working, and the work goes on for them.
Yeah. What are the concerns, aside from streets and drainage, that you've been hearing from the people while on campaign?
Well, Orange Walk wants, we need to continue doing the work for them. There's pictures that I've shown you that we have invested for them. Remember, we wanted to make sure that Orange Walk shines and outshines everybody. I've always said that, and like I said, I have that mentality that we are number one. Being number one, you have to continue doing work. There is projects that I've invested in. When you drive in Orange Walk, there was a playground in the park that was never there, and that gives. When I went in and I placed that playground in the park, I had the mentality that there was a school right beside the park, Central Park, which is Lama Colada. So the parents had to be. Remember, you have two child. You have one in the infants and you have one in the bigger upper class, standard 4, standard 5. So meanwhile at 2:30, when you could pick up your child at the infant class and you want to wait for the one, you can have a safe place, you can have your child playing a little while and then wait for the other bigger child to come home. That's it. So in that aspect, again, if you can watch our manifesto for 2024, 2027, we're going to be doing another park, which there is another school, St. Peter's School, which is right center of the town as well too, which do not have a play set for their students, and we want to make sure that we invest on that. So having that, then there's at the section we call the barracks in our manifesto shows that there's a lot of vendors there that has small tents and things. We want to make sure that when these people go outside, they are happy with what they're doing, because they're not asking you for any money, they're selling their own goods. So we are doing a market expansion so we can have these things on. So these are the things that people expect this Orange Walk Town to step up. Apart from the drains and the streets and things, we need to make sure that the residents of Orange Walk are happy, that they can do their business and they can go on with their lives.
That speaks to economic development. And that's where I wanted to take the conversation just for a bit to ask, what are the focuses of your leadership when it comes to economic development in Orange Walk?
Well, I've told you already, if you can glance on our manifesto for 2024, 2027, there is a new bus terminal on the streamline. We're doing a cemetery. There is a new cemetery that we're building, the market expansion, the youth center there at the barracks. We're going to be enhancing the main street so that we can have that. So those are just some of the stuff that we're doing. And these are consultation that we're having, because we know for a fact, heading to the next term, it's like preparing for a game. You make sure that you prepare from now so that when you enter, you are set and ready. So these are consultation, IDB, and these projects are basically set. So we're working closely with the Central central government. Again, you cannot have these big infrastructure work if you don't have people making sure that they're beside you. So working closer with the Prime Minister in his section so that we can have this. So like I said, it's basically set. You just have to make sure you do your part, and then it will trickle down with the central government having your back.
How confident are you that the residents of Orange Walk will maintain their support for you on March 6th?
Well, I've always said again, guys, it's the work, that working mentality that I have, that poise that I'm going out there to get it done. You know, people I've always asked, and I've always been a nice person, a approachable person. That I don't know that, you know, the opposition say I'm not approachable. I walk to my work. I don't drive to work. I walk and I stop and talk to residents and get a feedback from them. I've always been there. I'm always at all sporting events, football games, and these are what people want to hear. Like I said, as I was talking out there to Sosa, I know his son plays basketball. I'm on CTV3 announcing basketball game for the Rebels game. So people are hearing your voice and they're seeing you. If I say politics, you don't have a life in politics, you know. But it's what drives me, and I think I serve the best party, the PUP party, and that's what catapulted me to continue doing what I'm doing, because I'm serving the people. It's a job. If I didn't have that mentality that I wanted to do good for the Orange Walk residents, then I don't think I will be into politics. But that's what I want to do, and I continue doing good for the residents of Orange Walk.
You know, one of the questions that I posed to Mr. Carballo was the interest of young people as it relates to politics. Do you believe that young people are interested in the leaders of the country, both central and municipal? What are you hearing on the ground?
It goes back to what you do for them. And like I said, everybody knows me very good. I said I've always been working with the youths. I sent you guys a picture of a basketball court which is centered at the it's called the hub of everyday entertainment section where High Five is and all those, you know, the gym is. There is a nice basketball which belongs to Sports Council. It doesn't belong to the Orange Walk Town, it belongs to Sports Council. I went there about 9 months ago, and I realized they were playing basketball game, and these guys said, "Man, we're going on, you forget about we." But like I tell, it's kind of a little tough and hard when you have to do all these things. Remember, I told you earlier, I'm in charge of football. I'm the chairman in charge of football. So there is someone else also in charge of basketball game. So when I went there and I decided to put in some work, I revamped that whole entire place. But before getting there, I had to talk to Sports Council to ask for the venue, work along with the community. Honorable Kevin Bernard chipped in, the Prime Minister chipped in. I did my part as a council, and then we revamped that. I did a tournament, and man, it was amazing. Now, just 3 days ago, I was driving by, and I saw Louisiana School students using the facility, you know, being in there. If you do things for the youths, especially if I would take you guys to walk and just walk through Orange Walk, the name Ladrick Sheppard rings a bell. People admire it. It's not because you want to say that your name is good, but the work that you do, people remember you. Because I tell you, I own 4 football teams. So I trickle down, and people used to tell me, why you to get kids? And I only use the kids from Orange Walk. We get kids from the villages. They would tell me this, they say, "Why are you getting a child way from San Felipe village or August Marriage? These kids won't even vote." It's not about vote, it's about finding talent. When I go, I get the best players and put a team, because I like win. So I'll get all the best players to put together. So these are the things that the youths want. If you can do more from them, you get more of them. I remember then going back to tell them, man, "Oh, you know who I'm going to play for? I'm going to play for Ladrick Sheppard team," and he did good. So you reflect back and they come back, and that's how you get the plus as a politician.
I'll give you this opportunity to share your final thoughts with the people of Orange Walk and the people of Belize. This is your camera. Let them know why they should vote for you and your team come March 6th.
Well, once again, thanks you guys for having me on the show. I want to say that I've always been working. I go back and say what I say. Hard work always pay off. In the Orange Walk, Kenyans have known me as from young, that the capability what I have and the team that I've placed together is a working team. I can tell you guys that we continue to work under the People's United party for the residents of Orange Walk. I once again ask you to come out and support this PUP team, because we will continue the work that we mentioned that we're doing, and we're working closely with the central government, with the chief representative. When we combine our work together, we can get more done for you all. So on March the 6th, vote for Mad Bull team. Thank you.
Alrighty, we are going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll be speaking to Dara Robinson about an event taking place next month. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Did I take over your show?
David Humes, this is Vanessa Humes. We own Ladyville Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time. Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line, and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
When the police department is taking firearms off the street, those firearms are not then diverted, but we are in fact destroying them.
Get ready for fantastic discounts. From now through to September 30th, Venice is having store-wide discounts on tools, paints, appliances, plumbing and electrical products, lights and fans, household items, and much, much more. Visit a Venice store near you to enjoy fantastic discounts from now through to September 30th, only at Venice. Quality and savings.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Welcome back. We are having our final conversation for this morning, and we are sitting down with no stranger. We have here with us Mr. Dara Robinson talking about one of his events taking place next month. Mr. Dara, good morning.
Blessed morning.
How are you doing?
Well, I mean, the bed feel cold and thing, and I jump up and come. Like I said, with me, I don't miss no promotion when I did those songs, because you never take none little. But
You're dressed for the occasion.
not really, because
the event you're promoting.
well, I really full black. You understand?
Okay, it's full
I
black.
remember.
Tell me about it.
I remember when I planned it last year, people here full black. You hear people say, "What that funeral color and this or that." But when it come together, it was so beautiful, But what happened? They go right wrong on a circle and they bring back the events there last year where people may love.
Okay.
This is part 2 of the Percy Sledge All Black. Of course, it happened at the Ex-Service League. The 9th of March.
9th of March,
Yeah, the long weekend. I know a lot of things they go on, but I have my people that will follow and deal with the kind of entertainment I deal with,
Miss Adara, for the young people tuning in and have no idea who Percy Sledge is, give us a bit of an
For
insight.
my sake.
Well,
and mine too.
Percy Sledge is one, they never crown like when they crown Otis Redding, the king of souls, but he's right up there. I think when you say souls, that name they want pop up long it Otis.
I've heard the name.
Understand? The beauty with him, I managed as a youth for Sian, because he cannot be this like 2 times.
Did he?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He right the old princess, the park and thing. A young boy gonna watch him back up with Siam Kenny Gladney band. Really nice show. I think I was the youngest one. But, I grew up right side of my house where I don't know if this guy made just like who I love Bob, he knows play Percy Sledge like over and over, and then I get attached to the music. And of course, I find that there's souls and anything that people are saying, man, you got woman problem or you got this or that, but I find it really relaxing, and the music, you understand, it's great. Like I say, I'm blessed to see the guy in person before he passes, because Percy Sledge gone on, but great, humble man, you could approach him, they right there amongst everybody, but I had a pure respect musically to him. Of course, I start to bring live band now. So I bring one quick vibration band from Kayo. We want to do some Percy Sledge. But be just souls. They want to come and play everything, locally, reggae, broke down. Of course, I am well experienced, like I said, with the era. And normally I rent chairs and table, like I give out my number 623-3662 for people who want in advance book their one table and chairs, because when they happen over the years, the crowd they come and then people they own the table when I put the table for everybody. So if you want own your own table, you could book your own table.
And you put it on reserve.
And I want to get it for you. That because when I set table and chair, if you get up, that don't mean somebody can't go sit down, you understand? Not for everybody.
Yeah. So remind us one or two of Percy Sledge songs. What are they? I think I may know the song more than I know the artist.
Well, the song where he make the biggest hit and win the most award, When a Man Loves a Woman. That I think he biggest.
Who doesn't know that?
My favorite that all around me, like I can't sing song and try, but it's all around me. That I love that song because when my mama went away, like the first time when we were a youth, I play that over and I cry right through it, But powerful song. There is so much great song he do. Plus he have his own and he sing other people's songs. But Percy Sledge was one of the great,
Miss Adara, you are known for hosting these tributes to well-known legendary artists like Percy. We know you for having your Bob Marley tributes as well.
I want quickly thanks to the people there. the Bob Marley was one of the biggest. Like it's grown. I guess I wear the fever made the hand for that.
And maybe the fever or the hand even more this year.
But yes, as I was saying, you're known to honor these legendary musical icons in their own right, and of course you garner your own crowd. You have your crowd that come out and they support.
And I knew to the ex-service league, but I got there and do a few events and I capture the audience. Like, then are the one where they say, boy, Dara, when you want to do something, when you want to do so. Like I said, I not just jump up and say like do something. I make sure I put my all into it, see how it work. And I bless that way. Like if you know come the first time and you say, man, Dara, why you never do this or why you never, I don't want to be there one and say, oh man, you first thing I want to listen to you and try get it right. That people love when I do the thing, because when you come in there, for you enter the gate, you could take picture because I design, put up my tent and lights and thing, you got your table and chair. I make sure I set a bar outside. We go on stage with band outside. So if you want to stay in the building and dance, you could do that. But we use the access to the whole spot. Well, of course, this event here, we charge a fee of $15 for enter. And we start 9 o'clock and we go until 3. With this ask of a dress in a full block. If you don't want to dress in a full block, come home like yours, you just feel out of place. Because last time, the place
was full block. Now let's talk about last event and what the turnout was like and what was the reaction and response.
Which one?
The all black.
So far, the all black with the country and everything I did, the all black is the biggest. Even top the Otis Redding all white. I don't know why, but that one there was the biggest turnout I get, the all black.
So it's March 9th.
March 9th, Saturday, March 9th.
Saturday, March 9th at Ex-Service League.
Yeah.
$15 to enter. There's no age limit in terms of adults.
No. All we ask that you come there and with good behavior. Of course, we have food out there, everything, enough beverage, hard, soft, whatever. Like I said, I know exactly what to do and what to make the thing work and things. But with the ask people there, come out and enjoy one nice event.
Is it a classy event, the dress code?
Well, the real host some man, you call some people pimp, that's what they call it. Some man calls some real classic, and then some female men with like, like when I show up the harsh race that still so then lady have them. I mean, really, just last year for the all black, I'm just like a full cowboy in a full black. But they just put on something full black, and come out. You don't have to go out there and overdo and man go spend no
unless you want.
Unless that's your thing.
But what I also do for nice up the thing, like I try get a few giveaways. Maybe the first couple will come, maybe if somebody come, because you do got people come and say, how you like this? I see when people like the dress code, so people grumble about it, but to the end of the day, I try bring one lead different sort of entertainment, you know?
Miss Adara, I have to ask you because we see you on this set quite frequently, and people would be surprised to know that while you organize your events based on dates in advance, you also do so based on what the public wants too, and this was one of them, right?
Right. They request this. I still have some vice thing permitting where I promote my Bob Marley and people want to know I'm to the all black card. I remember the deal because why they do that, like they go right through the calendar and we work. I don't get requests for the country again, but like I said, and I have to say this, I don't call myself no godly man, I think, but I do believe I pray a lot, and like everything I do, like God just open my way to make it work and it happens, and I just do my thing, and people like it. We never know me had the skills for do things and make people come out. And I try my best, like, you know, just you do things, you make money from it, you try give back to the community. So it's a constant work. Again, I want to thank everybody who support the Bob Marley.
When was it? The Bob Marley concert?
We did that the 11th of February.
And you also went to watch the Bob Marley
Oh,
movie
yes.
too?
I really think people get to see Bob Marley that he hurt, he had to fight one spell for put people in a check. You see where Rita Marley, he get jealous while he's part of the thing where Rita Marley, they talk to a promoter, they had a exchange. And you see like the human part of Bob, because people look at us as this prophet and this, but Bob, he had the ways and everything. But to me, one man we know a lot about Bob, I want them really sure, you know, because he also a fighter for the people and he gone through a lot more now with the movie, sure. But I would rate the movie and tell out of 10 and give it an 8.
I like that because you're a huge Bob Marley fan. You're inspired by his movement enough to put on a tribute to him.
And we're powerful. I watch now this year. I watch thousands of people with the same experience what I experienced. Listen to the music and listen to me.
Bob Marley.
You know, cause I never I tell people I never about the marijuana and never about just the reggae music. The guy really have something where he make you, if you're a positive person, you want to follow it. Yeah, man, but the movie, me alright, I really do enjoy it, you know, but I know more about Bob Marley than that.
Yeah, you should have me help them, man. But just to come back to the event, remind our viewers the date, the time, and the price of the tickets.
Saturday, the 9th of March, whole weekend a holiday. I also have a big up. It's also the 11th right here is my anniversary, 5 years now we're married. So
congratulations.
You know, I have to mention that because we celebrate whole week. But the 9th of March, Saturday, come out, dress in your all black, small fee of $15. Like I said, the number is out there, 623-3662. If you want to own your table and your chairs, call and I want to get it for you.
Do you have any sponsors?
Not as yet. Right now, they do this one for my own and we got a few people where should come on board, but I don't say promote it right now.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for stopping by as always, Mr. Darite.
I always thank from a friend invite because
the producer.
Producer, because I'm in a bed still there. As he give me a jump up.
Yes. See, this is one of your favorite, no?
great artist, man.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. All the best. And for the folks that are interested, I hope they enjoyed as well.
Yeah, man. Blessed.
All righty. We're going to take our final break. And when we come back, we wrap things up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Care for that?
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart. bringing people together.
No, I can't let this blind. I can't let this blind. From now on, when you visit Uno, you will experience an A+ power in all fuels. Dynamax Plus, the formula with the ultimate technology in additives, provides an A+ power and A+ performance. Dynamax Plus, A+ power and A+ performance to reach further with less fuel consumption. Dynamax Plus, available in all fuels. Uno, a different energy.
Listen, we've shown you the record work of the PUP. Free education for secondary schools, land in people's hands, many of them first-time owners, housing across the country for deserving Belizeans, new schools, health centers, a first for Keycocker, infrastructure including the new Hallover Bridge, municipal projects which directly impact communities, NHI rolling out countrywide with upgrade facilities and services, digital connect centers in communities where they can benefit the most, community projects which empower our people. There's a lot, way too much to get into here. If after all that, you still for some reason want to give the UDPs another run after 13 years of proven failure, maybe you should listen to these true UDPs first. One is the UDP's chief propaganda man. He lives and breathes UDP. He knows the truth. Tell them, Delroy.
The UDP will never recover from the cancer of corruption that invaded our party and caused its devastating defeat in 2020.
The other is a young lady actually running for the UDP in Belize City. But even she can't hide from the truth.
Every day that the UDP is in government, we go further and further into the abyss. We move closer and closer in losing our country.
See, there you have it. On March 6th, stay on track with the PUP.
Welcome back and thanks for sticking with us. We had 3 wonderful conversations this morning. Of course, it is Thursday, and as you know, we've been sitting down with the mayoral candidates across the country in the different municipalities. This morning, the discussion was with the mayoral candidates for the People's United Party, as well as the United Democratic Party for the Orange Walk municipality. I thoroughly enjoyed all of the conversations as well from them, Paul. But I also enjoyed Mr. Dara stopping by and talking to us about his Percy Sledge event set to take place on March 11th. He is such a character that enjoys soulful music, and I can definitely see that beyond the music, he enjoys learning about the lives of these individuals, these musicians as well.
Leading up to March 6th, we have only a few more municipal mayoral candidates left to feature on the morning shows, and so these conversations will continue into next week, Tuesday and Thursday, and if I'm not mistaken, into the following week. We have San Pedro left, we have Carballo left, and of course, last but certainly not the least, we have Belize City left, and so given the fact that we also have some what appears to be some independent candidates in those different municipalities, it's going to be an interesting conversation, and we are going to continue to have those conversations.
Yes. So next week, Tuesday, we'll be sitting down with the mayoral candidates for Corozal.
There you go.
And on Thursday, it's San Pedro, and then we wrap things up with Belize City, as you mentioned. But we do got to wrap up the show, Paul. And we want to say, again, a very special thank you to all of our guests who stopped by. We are winding down the week, and I know that yesterday was quite a busy day for media in general. But the work continues. We do know that we'll be on the field gathering everything that's taking place as much as we can in the country as well.
Yeah, and you know, Sabrina, I just wanted to touch briefly, I know we didn't mention it at the start, but last night there was an unfortunate incident that occurred in the Jane Usher area. where gun violence yet again has led to the loss of life of an innocent teenager. A 15-year-old young lady was gunned down in what appeared to be it wasn't an assassination attempt. A reputed street figure was gunned down last night in the Jane Usher area, and as a result of that, one of those bullets, or perhaps multiple, we haven't received official information on that exactly, but we know that a teenager, an ACC student, 15 years old, lost her life last night as a result of it. She appeared to have been an innocent bystander, someone that appeared to have been walking in the community when one of those bullets that was meant for Troy Hyde, who we confirmed was the individual that was being targeted, that she also died. I don't have an exact name of the young lady as yet, but she was 15 years old, and this information has caused yet again shockwaves across the country, because the question remains, when is enough enough? When will this end? When will our young, promising, vibrant youths stop losing their lives as a result of the communities they live in? They don't necessarily have a choice or a say in where they grow up, in where they live, in the streets they have to walk, the playgrounds they have to go and play in. They don't have a choice or a say in all of that. And it's unfortunate that in growing up and living and trying to develop in these communities, that they fall victim to the circumstances of violence and crime and gang feud and rivalry. They fall victim to these things. And so we over here at Open Your Eyes definitely send our condolences to the family, to the school, to this young lady's peers. Yesterday you're in the classroom, and today you're no longer in the classroom because you lost your life as a result of the unfortunate circumstances that continues to unfold in your community. And this is not a political thing. This is a community thing, and it needs to be addressed at a community level and not at a political level. We need to stop politicizing crime, and we need to start addressing it, even if it means parties coming together and finding a solution. And this is one example of where the rubber hits the road, where Crawford would say, beep, hits the fan, and it's time to get to action and take this thing serious.
I absolutely agree with you, Paul. I love the point that you mentioned that this is the time for parties to join together. And I think that that's one of the reasons why we've been asking both sides for the mayoral candidates to discuss crime in their municipality, because we know that it's something that not only takes place in Belize District but all over the country, and it's everyone's business to ensure that we do our part to reduce these acts of violence in our communities as well. So again, we extend our condolences to the family of this young student, to also the school, to her peers as well. We know that right now everyone just wants answers. So we will be out on the field trying to get some more information of what took place and what led to this young lady's death as well. So you can definitely catch more information from us in our nightly newscast as well. But we got to wrap up. We are wrapping up the show, and it is February 22nd. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And if you would like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com. You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, as well as Instagram at OYEBelize. Thanks so much for joining us, and please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow as you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
Have a wonderful and safe Thursday.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.